Hello and welcome y'all. I'm a coffee back to show you more. One coffee at a time and Wobbledogs. I really had to think that. Alrighty, it's hopefully the internet is not going to be garbage this week, unlike last week. That was so annoying. It was like still like, it was just working enough to just be like to that point where it's annoying. I have to see about that. I don't know how well that one turned out in the end or not. Oh yeah, I want to show you guys. Here we go. So, I fixed my biscuit problem, so I made an unavailable that says also placeholder. So whenever, I go to the assembling example, the idea is that it goes as the placeholder. So yeah. I was like having adventures, like having a walkabout, and I was thinking, oh, it'd be nice to have some coffee. But then, I come to the realization. What's so loud? Some headphones. That if I want, even if the coffee shop was open, I'm gonna pay out my ass for the coffee. Good old holidays, I guess. Yeah, at least you get paid a small fortune, and if you don't as a worker, then, well, then we need to start planning the murder of the witch again. I think in Australia they try to cut that bit at one point. At least in Australia you do get paid a bit for working on holidays at least, so that's good. Rather than get paid nothing. For some reason, someone's bright idea was to make trains not work today, and you gotta like really ask why. Do you just cut off, like, they pretty much cut off most of the train lines, like 90% of them. It is basically ask the question, like, what the hell were you smoking the last day or whatever? To think that was a good idea. They did that at Christmas too, like, around Christmas time, like, imagine how, like, insane that is. Who is thinking about doing around Christmas time is a good idea? I'm just getting my outside here. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Yeah, like, see, now we got 15 rather than taking away one more. That was the problem. Still haven't got the, well, I was meant to look before I had to go outside to get, so the large item takes away from the large storage. I think that's something to do with the away that keeps the display items. Some things had to do with that at one point. Oh, man. Here we go. This is the bush apple jam. I don't think the value for this one properly. Doesn't make sense why our buggers here don't get valued properly. Jam jobs. What is it? My jam jobs? What is this? I guess. I haven't seen that bug for a long time. You what?
Yep.
My poor sibling's tripping over stuff.
What?
Oh, that's pain. Look at this. My beautiful tea. This glue not really my most favourable one, but you know what? It's tolerable. Like, someone gives me green tea, I'm not gonna deny it. I guess it's more than tolerable. It's nice. But my favourable one is more black. It's basically, someone gives... Just the reconnecting. I actually had, Right now I'm drinking a milk chocolate mocha that I made. If you okay with out there, that's what coffee I got at the moment. I got like fancy chopped chips. I'll see if we can. Company. Yeah, my siblings are saying that
I remember like Amazon. No, I think it's
yeah.
Because a couple months ago.
Yeah, my siblings is saying that she has a book that she ordered didn't come along. People just sometimes companies is dickheads. That's what it goes.
Yeah, but you pay a lot of money.
Yeah. Oh, it's a pain. I'm just talking about a good hardcover book.
Hardcover one, like they had a lot of craft stuff from the library.
Hmm. Yeah, it's a saying that the company's being slack. If you haven't heard anything here or that, that's how I sum it up. That's not the best way to sum it up, isn't it? Oh, don't you dare drop out coffee. Oh yeah, you probably should look into checking back into for how that book's going. Yeah, nice. Oh, here we go. I mean, why else would you order the book if you don't want it? Oh, click back in. He's kind of being a little annoying bugger, isn't it, today? Look at this. Summer jam shelves. Ooh, into lattes. Look like do the single teas.
I didn't just order the book. I ordered it because I want to read it because I in the library.
Oh yeah.
That one's forever. Like, obviously. But
Well, yeah, you order the thing and expect it to come around. I don't know if I told you guys, but I've ordered black wool and also a rusty orange color. You know, that rusty brown, red brown color as well for the mouse in the same place. So hopefully that should get here in like a week or two. I mean, holidays probably made it slower, but hopefully it will come along soon.
yeah, because they won't be posted for like 4 days.
That's the problem. I feel like it's because come from like. I feel like it's coming faster than once, and like the way they're coming up this way, and it's just like, what? It's coming from South Australia, which is like, I don't know, in Victoria. I would assume it must be like planes. They must be getting more likely to. I don't know. Weird, isn't it?
Victoria, no.
Yeah, that too, maybe. I'm simply just saying that the Melbourne Victoria's is low. Ah.
Is Melbourne? It was stuck in the Melbourne post office. Purchases at
I want more.
That's right, because certain parts of America they got hire workers and then fire them before they get to the point where they want to unionize in America. And in certain areas where they have their incentives, they went through so many workers that basically hired everyone. I know.
That's helpful.
Basically hired everyone's basically worked for Amazon
At least you don't have to deal with the Twix for more than 1 or 2 years.
People want to secure a job.
Oh, yeah. Hmm. Yep. You know, unions are a good thing. It's the things that actually keep businesses in business. Having unions, who would guess? When the average Joe needs, like, money.
Workers should be able to represent themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Why do business?
Yeah. Look at that, guys. Look how cool these placement mats look. Like, it is insane. Like, the problem that we're running into these days, or at least, you know, where I am, is that the average person can't afford to go buy at businesses that need to be the average person to be rich. You know, there's always going to be a group of businesses that need the average Joe to be rich. The average person. Because restaurants, cafes benefit from this. If the average person's rich, then they're rich. And the stuff like, you know, you buy art stuff from, like, the more people you can possibly buy that art stuff, the better. Even when it comes to video game development too. I want people to be rich because if people are rich, they can buy more stuff and support what I do on here, you know, in a way. Unfair if you're not, because that's what the system forces you into, you know. You guys can kind of, like, understand what I mean. Oh my god, did we just witness the cookies having a price? Here we do. Oh, $2. That's pretty good. You know, these days, if bakeries made just biscuits like this, at least in Australia, they'd be like the cheapest thing in the bakery, and they will probably be the closest thing. They will probably actually be like pretty cheap as well. They probably won't be much more than $1 or something like that. I think the last time I did see, like, all these biscuits were like, even they were cheap at the time period. But you can get cookies that, you know, like, when you look at the big cookies, they're like size of your hand, or size of your palm, size of your fist, depending on how big your hands are. Packed full of, like, a lot of goodies, and they're like, you know, $5 or $6.
Size of 2 of your hands.
That's probably the size of your whole hand, man. But there's, like, you guys get what I mean, is this, like, this oven. Oops. I don't know what you get your small tiny hands from. Yeah. Yes, he's talking about the small hands to the height. But yes, oh yeah, that's why I think these cookies are meant to be a representation of those bigger cookies. Well, can't help you there, having short hands for a small person.
People my height proportionately have bigger than I do. Like.
I should have more tea, so I'm getting more tea hanging about. I got this card thing on my desk, and I was meant to look for the Inspirely. I did end up finding the Inspirely this time. Yeah, so these cookies are like, this big cookie here is meant to be sent those kind of big cookies. There's big cookies that you put in the oven like this, so cool, put in the oven and heat up. Give myself in there. Oh, that thing's coming to get you, is it?
Yep.
You got a little box here trying to get my sibling. Yeah, I gotta really ask, like, next time, like, the parents, like, come up, I gotta be like, you know, I want you guys to get me a cookie before you come. Yeah, they did. You know, how I want more cookies. God. I mean, I technically got a box of cookies, but there's
Surely
something.
there's some cookie somewhere in Brisbane.
Yeah, but they're kind of nice. I just haven't found the cookies yet. You know.
There's got to be cookies somewhere. I mean, I know the place is only open 2 hours, only open 2 hours a day, but
Mm.
there's got to be cookies somewhere.
I did find some cookies
Similar to
hanging
those
about.
ones.
But they're kind of nice. They were they're really nice and like because they were the ones I'm specifically talking about is the sourdough cookies. Oh yeah, like oh my god.
Really,
What?
well, it's
Alright, guys, I'll return in a moment. I need to open this container. Alrighty, we've returned. Finally got the lid off that. It was a bit of pain. It took more effort than I thought it would, you know? But it kind of makes sense. Those ones are pretty hard to get off. I had some hanging about myself. I like how my character still has gaps in them. I don't know. I think people just don't want that to be nice. I'm aware that my person has gaps in them. I did rip this up in like 48 hours or less than that even. Like, I did rip this up in 2 days, this character. Like, not really fully 2 days, but I did rip this character up like in a few hours, so yeah. Because the golden dice cold was really made like in the 2 days. 2 waking days too. It was insane. I have to expand on that concept. Feel like, you know, experience I like doing, but I don't really want to do again. I don't know. I just don't like the idea of having to make a game in a short amount of time. Or any short amount of time, really. Kind of annoys me when, like, there's ideas that will work in a short amount of time, but there's ideas that don't. Oops. And it's kind of annoying that you're probably likely, especially in the course that I'm doing, like, likely get punished for doing those ideas that cannot happen in a short amount of time. And, you know, there's people learning that. Some who's, like, straight out, like, high school or whatever. Like, I can't blame them for making bigger games. Or putting bigger game ideas out there. But it's kind of annoying when they one day say, like, oh, if you don't do that idea, you don't do that idea. But I was thinking there was some other day, you know. You can't do it for that one thing, but that idea doesn't have to go down in the dump. Use it for another game. Use it for your own stuff, in my opinion. There we go. Let's see. What was that value? 6. Let's give this person that cappy. I'm still 7 guys. Look how complicated my menu is now. Look at all this. I have to fill out the control page from my track. Oh, game's lagging on me. It's pretty much all I did this morning. I think I did something else small as well. Was changed to biscuits work. That one's pretty big. You know, little things at a time. Sometimes it comes down to. Oh, you know what? I'm feeling like let's cook up that mud cake. The only value thing that doesn't work at the moment is the assembly table when we like go like this. Well, I put that in there. Put that there. Oh yeah, I still need to fix that problem. Did try to investigate that problem. There we go. So, oddly enough, I went and got the biscuits and if I made those, okay. There's 1 butter, 2 egg. Oh, that went into the void. 2 sugars. Two flowers. Might have to lower down the content of what you get out of these biscuits. I was just thinking this then. Problem is, it's gotta find a fine line between like you gotta make the making nice without being too inconvenient. Oh yeah, little patch is still on top of my microphone. Soon little patches is gonna be joined by other color dogs. Probably happy about that. Let's be honest.
Back.
Oh. Assuming he's trying to imprison me, guys. With the chair behind me.
There's not really enough room here for the both of us.
Wow, okay. I got my probably my last bag of Easter eggs for the year yesterday.
Probably.
Yeah, maybe we get
sold out by the time. It's still be out by the time.
Yeah, my sibling wants to go like to the shops, but you know, like even if we go to the mall, we're likely not to have that many left either. I mean, still go walk around, like hang around tomorrow maybe, if the shops are still open.
All day.
Oh yeah.
Cleaning, it's not rich.
Well, these things are definitely gonna be gone by the time you get there. And then this way. I had a speed wash to mine before down to this week, pretty much. I've still speed wash one like for next week, but that's next week's problem. Really, like, This next week. Still got time. One more week left for that one. I don't know, I'm paranoid. I hate things as scheduled, you know. That if I don't do, it's gonna be like the most catastrophe thing in the world. Oh no! What? The hillbillies. The world's gonna burn down if I don't do this, like type of like attitude, and it's just like, no. What's not gonna bloody effing burn down? Well, you alright in there?
Yeah. They had stuff in the road of the door.
Ah. I think we'll find everything in every service. I still need to do some painting.
Like,
what? That's cool. Oh, probably. Oh yeah.
And they're like,
that's what I was saying with the game development. Like, I feel like they're really making you crunch on like the time of game development. Game development takes time to do, make something good. There's not many ideas you can make in a short amount of time. And it's kind of annoying. Like, even the young buggers don't know that you can't make certain games in this amount of time. And there's also ones that I feel like are going to end up being too long. I'm just you're meant to make a 5-minute game, and I know that some of those ones aren't gonna be longer than 5 minutes. Yeah, like you gotta make a game that lasts for 5 minutes. Like, that's actually really hard to do. A board game that lasts 5 minutes. Yeah. And even some of them have cool concepts. Like, some of them have, like, battle ones that are really cool concepts. But
5 minutes.
they aren't gonna last 5 minutes, and I'm pretty confident about that one. No. And then they don't want it too short either, so tough luck with the cards.
Yeah, you can pick that up for 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm. My only problem with my idea is there's too much math in it, but I'm like, I don't know.
Some people like math.
I guess. Yeah, those people can get over it.
That's the best thing. 5 minutes playing like game or
Yeah. Because my idea was basically, I do something with just a deck of cards, and it's just like, I can pick up this deck of cards with any amount of cards in it and still have fun with that deck of cards. Don't know, you know, that concept idea is gonna get good marks or not, but hey. That's the best idea I got so far. And I'm also making fancy cards.
Like you're supposed to make a complicated battle game, like 5 minutes.
Mm.
I can't believe it's only a 5 minute game. Like, oh yeah, war and battle.
Yeah. But the problem is, you might have to do one like that because they want story. Like, 5 minutes for story.
5 minutes?
Oh, animation does a good job at 5 minute stories, but how are you meant to do that in a physical game?
A board game. Card game.
Mm-hmm. I might just go with the cards.
Sorry. Game over.
Hmm. Because there was...
Their assignment to
Yeah.
figure out.
I think the next one might get a longer
story making
time.
skills.
Hmm.
They want that.
And the problem, the reason why I'm not too big a fan of board games, like, if you're a board game person, that's fair enough. Also, the fact that I can't read board games as well. Like, I struggle with, like, reading. If you guys don't know. I'm not so sure. My sound's alright, isn't it? I didn't make it louder, did I? I feel like I could have made it louder.
If you were doing the art theory, because we used to write like 4 or 5 essays.
God, why do you need to write that many essays?
Oh, because it's art theory.
I don't think any of my easy courses. My harder one, the year 2 one I'm doing is trying to make a year 1, like, meant to be like somewhat easy. It's not that hard.
This is like introduction, like the first
Yeah, I know.
course.
That sounds like a year 1 course. Why?
That's what you're supposed to take. You're supposed to do photography, sculpture, painting, and art theory. So,
yeah.
Taking photography on top of this when it's a film camera and making your own prints for your film, like that would be a lot.
Oh yeah. I might switch to Wobbledogs, guys, so let's go with
all
that.
that plus the
Wobbledogs time.
art theory. But like I said, you'd almost want to match where time gets in this point. Life work because I've been washing my freaking clothes.
Yeah, no, I can understand that. Like, fresh out of high school, you can probably easily do that amount of time. I do feel like it's kind of annoying being in the class that young because they think everyone's that young as well. Like, oh my god. We're not all out fresh out of bloody high school. Oh. Upload Dragon Duty. Okay, now let's switch to the Wobbledogs. We're gonna see little doggies take over the world.
I want to thin the mixture out a little bit. I just
okay, I don't know why. The wild dogs are doing their thing and you're being good buggers.
No, I need a bit.
I don't know what's showing up. I gotta be careful. It's not showing up. Oh, the game development one has it on the screen.
this idea for the background. Double top action.
Look at the little bear. Look how cute he is. Oh, yeah.
I think.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you know, like, my personal opinion, guys, like, when I tell the people, like, I don't want to fucking work, effing work for some company. I hope they, like, respect that in a way, you know. Like, it's my own company. It's still technically a company, but, you know, it's kind of hard sometimes. Like, some people respect that and some people just don't.
I think they will, like,
yeah, I know.
most impressive games ever,
Yeah. I feel like if it hasn't already happened, in the future there will be a wave of indie games.
I reckon you should write a game about the development.
Why, for the thing?
Well, if you have an assignment where you have to write an essay about a game to, like, prove that even back in the 90s people were making indie games by themselves.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's pretty much how you did it.
Interview with a guy who
worked
for Nintendo, and at certain points he was making games entirely by himself.
Oh yeah.
On not Nintendo, or some other back in the day for consoles, and he was programming it, making it all by himself. At certain points.
Yeah, there was a real bad point where the companies got where they just shoved people in a room and told them to program.
Setting the concept over video call or email and said, "Oh yes, game."
And then like we're recently talking about like two of the worst games to be programmed, and it's just like why? They were programmed like one by one person by the sound of it, like in span of like 6 weeks.
E.T. game was apparently like that.
That was like 6 weeks. I recently know about that one.
I mean, it's really bad, but given it was done by one.
Yeah, they actually did a pretty good job at it. You know, programming back in there, like, you gotta, like, compliment and say that person did a decent job for what they were given.
The amount of time.
Yeah, and there's, like, a Pac-Man one that happened before that.
I've seen a game.
There was a programmer who did Pac-Man before that one, E.T. comes out, and that's the downfall of the company. But, you know, I feel like something that should eventually be added to that history one would be, you know, like one day, might even be sooner than we think it could be, the rise of indies, unless we're already in it, you know? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But, you know, I feel like, you know, like a golden age for indie games and game developers, as you have to call it. I feel like, I don't know. It's kind of hard because I'm in more, I feel like compared to normal, like, or other people, I feel like I'm more in the circle of indies than, like, other people. And it's so hard to, like, find someone who relates into those games when they're not in the circle of indies.
Most of the people in your course are fresh out of high school. Program their game.
But the problem is, like, you actively have to be in round indie games to be, you have to actually do the effort to get into indie games.
Not really, not these days. Because I find indie games easier than big.
Oh yeah, but
titles. They fit my interest.
Oh yeah.
Like RimWorld is absolutely the best thing sliced bread. It's like all the games I like one game.
Yeah,
like
there's a lot of people like Winwell and I gotta make a new episode of that.
Literal twitchy people who are obsessed with it. All my favourite games are on.
Yeah, they're making like a new update DLC, I think, probably for them by the look of it. It's gonna be very much like fantasy. I think it said Lovecraft.
I don't play as much as I'd like because as much as I like it all day, every day.
Yeah, and then also like sometimes with the mods, like when
as soon as I get my assignments finished.
Yeah, you guys probably all know how that happens. Oh yeah, rewards.
I'm like, I should play some during break, and then I'll never get back to my assignment. But Okay. Or,
Like a lot of my games, like after getting out of school, like I really got into like indies myself, and it's really hard to talk about indies unless someone's actually actively in that indie space. Like, you get what I mean? Like, there's some people who aren't in that active indie space that still talks about the big games and everything like that. I'm like, they're the most boring games in the world.
About a big play title and since the pandemic started. Like,
I know.
The interest I had in the games like games from the past is
Yeah, pretty much. Like,
the only games I think are the indie games or games I've played a million times over.
The games I think, and like I said, like I think about a lot of indie games.
About new games from since the other worlds come out. I haven't even thought about a new game from a big.
Yeah, I know.
Like I haven't even engaged with it, or even like I don't even know what games are coming out. I have not engaged with it.
I barely have too.
The other Outer Worlds, I should say. It's Outer Worlds, like since 2019, 2018 when the Outer Worlds come out. I have not engaged with new.
Little Bear's been a little while ago.
Or indie games, but I haven't engaged with big companies like.
Yeah, I feel like indie games are always the ones who always break the molds. You know, make good games.
Like
Your cafe games.
Let's play games. Or play games. I wouldn't know. That Starfield at fun.
Yeah.
Currently.
Yeah, nah, it seems alright. I think I did watch bits of captions of that one.
Okay, people reckon
it's alright for like the type it is.
It's funny. Originally, in Skyrim was a really good game, but
you know, it's alright
like
for its type of game.
Well over a decade old.
Oh wow, okay, Nifty's turned into a zombie dog. Right on the green, man. Okay, I didn't realize they rise from the dead once again. They will take your soul over. Nifty's a nice zombie dog. Yeah, like, even when I was on Twitter, like, the games that I kept up with was indie games. And before, you know, all that shit happens with Twitter. And the majority of the things on my wish list right now is indie games, because I can get a better value for an indie game than I can for a bigger game. Because I know at one point, guys, City Skylines, and apparently, like, people aren't very happy with that. City Skylines 2. And it still, like, costs us a small fortune. Still costs over, like, Australian dollars, $60.
I'm not inclined to go for games I can replay.
Oh, yeah. Well, even for, like, it's hard to have those big story AAA games as well. Like, I want to go and watch someone play those more. I watched food where it's just, like, very story based.
Dark over here. It's a bit artificial.
Oh, yeah. You want to make a cool win. Make him win.
Terracotta red. It fits the red bricks like I had.
Oh, yeah.
Diorama, but like,
Oh, yeah. Unless it's real, like, proper wet dirt in it. Depends on, like, what color the dirt is. Really, I'm a world builder over here. Like, oh, yeah. Depends on how wet dirt is, how color the plate. Oh, look at little bear. Bear's just, like, Bear's in a purple mood today. Bear's a little wild bugger over there, man. Dogs having wonders. Dogs is about to grow up into a bigger dog. Oh, isn't it like meant to be that dog? Oh, you probably should do that. Highly recommend, you know? I don't know if these two have been bleed or not, but let's go. That one's always really cool. Yeah, I can't wait to get those 2 walls I ordered that's got the... When?
But not...
Oh, yeah.
Not real, but either.
Oh, yeah. You want the nice, good old, cool, badass
I just
weapon.
don't want it as, like, looking like it's stereotypical.
Oh yeah,
I mean, I
no.
want that for my drama, but
God, that area there must be really
there's clay backwards.
wet.
I was like doing the stereotypical.
Yeah. And then with the bricks, you do end up cooking them a lighter color, so you have to take that into account too.
Well, I was like doing like cartoon like vibes. That's what it looks cartoony.
Fair enough.
That's
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my crochet dogs have that little red brick house type of vibe too. Or at least with the work. You know, I still gotta finish building off the house. They're not like me. Mind him with that.
Roll it back a bit.
Trying to get my plants back to young green. They're still like young a lot, but things have been long enough now. I can probably figure out how to water them. Yeah, that happens. Although I say that and I still like the improvised colours.
I don't want to.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Something I can paint terracotta. Clay.
One painting I did was just like painted half the canvas and go with that. And just think about what comes from there. Yeah, but you kind of get what I'm trying to say.
What do that?
Yeah.
I
I'm
don't
still
want to
good.
paint any of my phone bricks.
Oh yeah.
I realize. Paint on where I
I still got this fancy wool I can do like normal stuff with.
I did the background color. Background color.
Oh, what are you doing? The doggy's doing.
I get the background color.
I'm finding the inlet's been a bit better for this today. Yeah, I think that is what happens with burn so it gets overpowered. Sienna. Yeah, I think that one does get overpowered. Oh, yeah, that gives you a bit of a wet. He's talking about the cool earth range from like red to more purple brown and a bit of yellow in them.
White in here. It was just like slightly off what I wanted. The raw sand got there overpowered by the two. So I'm like, okay, well,
depends on what you're after. I don't really think white's the best colour depending on what you want.
I know, but I just want to get a bit lighter without using more raw sand. I can seriously paint.
Yeah. That one's pretty much fine.
I don't like using. Oh, it's so quick.
It's still a while, but
shop never has the I think, or it does it, but or the silicone. But one of them does a super, or like.
Oh yeah.
But they never have a second map.
Yeah, I mean, I was really lucky to find at least at the timber shop the ultra.
That's the reason I started learning acrylics again to begin with, was so I could create that wash.
Maybe look through the wood care. It's got a biggest thing with the wood care stuff. You just gotta make sure that it doesn't have too much of a yellow tint if you don't want that.
I'd rather just
Oh,
It's
okay.
not like the coating on top. It's actually mediums you mix.
Fancy.
You have to
Well,
that
obvious.
coating over. But
Oh, you can make it even more, man, if you got the ultimate.
About mediums and
I painted a lot of my paintings with ultra gloss.
The clay
They look really nice.
and I'm gonna brush up I
I was just thinking.
Coating, so I want to do
Ooh, look at these buggers.
textured stuff.
Look how cute they all look. Yeah, I was just thinking it'd be interesting to see how that nope, she's doing
do the varnish over because I want the colour bits to look like glass or like ceramic that's got ceramic that's
yeah, I was just thinking that it'd be nice to actually figure out where, like, I had a really big painting that I got to like an old neighbour. It'd be nice to see how that looks.
It's sort of a half eight colour. Which is
oh yeah.
okay, because it is quick.
Yeah, I was just like thinking, like, painting that the big paint I gave to one of our old neighbours. You know, farm on the beach one it was. I was just thinking, I wonder how well it aged. Never we fully know that now. But oh, same with the other one too. I hope they age alright. That's why I put the varnish, wood varnish on top of it, so then it will last longer.
When you go look at
oh yeah, but a lot of them are hanging out back to these bottles. Like they would be fine since they're thawed.
The light past itself. Gonna make my bright pink. They're making like.
Oh, good job, Trouble. Oh yeah.
I've got inside colour.
Is me okay? Yeah, it's alright. Alright. Well, it might be in prison there for my prison of their own making. Well, technically not really. I made it. Oh, I didn't realize Nifty's got building camouflage as well, especially if they're different, slightly different color. Like I can't see them. That's good. It's the white color. I can't even. I barely see Nifty like in this coloration. Building camouflage, alright.
Gold down.
Sometimes you gotta dull them down. Yeah, now I got myself really excited for like the wolves. Double! Oh no, I was gonna be like, oh, I'll give Trouble like extra goodies. Oh no, Trouble! Help was in a doll. Let's get Bear out of there. Oh, Helper's returned. Rather than Nifty as a very unique blade. Oh, dinner.
Actually,
just before you blade mate.
Paint rewettable, but I want the harder or whatever. The other slow one actually.
Oh yeah.
I just put on the art on the back of it.
Oh yeah. I'll get you, man.
Yeah, it makes it rewettable. Not firing like.
Yeah.
Where I put my pencil case of, you know what I mean?
No, I don't know.
Glass painting.
I don't know.
That's where that medium would be. The
Yeah, after one day, like,
I put
collect the
it
chemical or oils. Oh,
somewhere.
that away. Put away the immortal core.
It takes a bit slow because I want to be able to like shape it. You know, the clear pencil case.
I don't know.
Yeah, I remember this morning.
Yeah, recently. I remember it being recently
Yeah,
around.
recently around when.
That's how you remember where it is. You have tripping over it. But even
Yeah.
still then, we'll somehow probably find a way to forget about its existence, even with tripping over it. Oh, yeah. Oh.
Pretty cheap to get a locker, but I'd buy a heap of new paints.
Yep.
Like, I mean, a little cheaper than what I have there. The proper, like, beginner level. What it is. Even cheap brushes with this Matisse paint is.
Yeah, why do you think I really like that paint? Like, I knew exactly that it would be nice.
Brushes, it's way better.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so glad when I started.
Yeah. That's why I at least got decent when I was shopping. You know, like when I came back into painting during like COVID, I made sure to at least get like decent paint. Oh yeah, because I didn't want to get bad paint. I wanted decent. Yep. Yeah, that's like one thing I especially did was is Nifty alright? They're hungry. Oh shit.
I heard the recommendation is watercolors to get artists. They're really cool. The watercolors we had.
Oh yeah, they were awful.
Feel
I still need to do a bit of watercolor painting myself.
Ruined your reputation, your idea of like card painting. You're actually artists for card painting. But like those cheap ones that's public school, New South Wales.
Oh yeah.
But I really like the finish of watercolor, so I thought I'd try it, and it's like, dang.
You know, I feel like listening to some of the young 18-year-old schools are like, you guys clearly didn't went to New South Wales.
I know. I sat near yesterday. She was saying that
they were talking about innovation rooms and other like courses.
She went to private school and she was sick of her painting classes being just copying paintings and how she had more freedom when she went to public school in her last couple of years. And I was like, what public school did you go to?
Oh yeah,
Queensland public school. That's what, because New South Wales public school. That's what all our painting classes were. Pretty much copying other artists.
Oh, mine was just like, oh, here you go. Here's a bit of paper. You just gotta make sure you learn at least how to draw a hand.
Mine was just learning and
in some way.
artists.
Yeah.
When I was kid art,
I didn't do very advanced art, but
having the space and paint.
The
things in as I could have.
Yeah. Just ate some of the old man dog. I mean, ate some of the... Okay. Yeah, like, basically, when I did art class, basically, it was like, here you go, you gotta learn how to draw hands in some form, and other body parts, and that's it. And do whatever else you want, basically. It was one of the teachers. Because it really can't make you pass on them. That's just camera. You know, I'm technically not allowed to use it. Let's see, please, camera man. look which...
I like to take photos for my assignment here.
Oh, probably not.
A detailed journal.
Oh, yeah.
Everything you do, every text, basically. They want to write it 2 pages on.
Yeah, I was just thinking, it's like, if they're gonna be dicks about me about, like, my coding ability, I'm just gonna be like, okay, which one of these you want?
And videos.
Oh, no, I'm planning to show them my 4,000 something line, which I'm not kidding with that. If you guys don't know what I mean, it's the, top machine code for one coffee at a time.
You did all that, and you have dyslexia, like.
Yeah. You know, I feel like the biggest problem with dyslexia was that, yeah, in a way, it did affect me learning it. But, you know, because it's a lot of copy and pasting and knowing the wording, in a way, it doesn't really hurt it. It doesn't really hurt as much. Plus, it seems I got that all down now.
I just realised that I am actually a lot of my art and competition. Crafting. But I'm just not, like, wrote math, like, memorization.
Oh, yeah. Like I said before.
That's why I'm so good at science.
You could be good at a different form of it.
This is not how good I could have done science. I didn't.
Because when I was learning...
Like, basically failing math, I got almost 10, 6 and 5, then 5.
Yeah, when I was learning Japanese, like I really picked up on
really
like the words.
2 in the HSCs, but it was one senior science is basically science and it's like not taking us is like area.
Oh, of course.
I liked the idea of senior science anyhow because the teacher actually asked me to do it because she knew that it was an area and she knew I'd probably like that more.
Like, why? You don't need to be in high school. Don't need to have like a specific science yet.
Like, have an ATAR mark for.
Yeah.
It's just like combined science, but like more interesting stuff than they did in the. It's basically the same as lower schools. Like applied to life. It's more like applied to life. Like
it's really changed colours.
How the more details on how the weather system works and how.
No, that's really good.
Scales and measurement in can like work to your life.
Yeah, with when I was learning Japanese, like there's some parts that I really picked up better, or even just as good as everybody else, and there's some parts like clearly like reading and writing.
Well,
I couldn't. Oh, just writing I couldn't do. Yep.
So what language something is in?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if it's.
I can like read it to the extent in a way.
Like.
Yeah.
Isn't it painful?
Like if I really got into it, I'd probably get to a point where I read it almost as good as English, although I do have more practice in English. And you know, you can eventually learn to speak it as well. But my problem lies the same with English. It will be spelling it. I would no way be able to spell it as good as I probably could English, even if I put the time into it, you know. Yep. Because I was thinking that, like, they're, like, talking about overseas ships, like, in the beginning of, like, a rotation one day, and I'm just thinking, I want to, like, if I'm going to end up overseas, I want to at least have some idea how to talk the language.
With writing languages, I can read HTML5 and extract HTML and understand it and read it, but I can't remember everything to write it.
I think your biggest thing when it comes to coding is once you get in a position where you got like a Chesetove of it basically, makes it easier.
That's why I was sitting there struggling when I was trying to code my website on
poor little bugger.
That Adobe app. I was like, when I realised I had to actually write the code, it wasn't the website builder. I'm like looking up every bit of code that's more complicated. On the
It's cool, you bird,
wiki,
mate.
I'm like, the fact that I can do that shows that I
have
some HTML knowledge.
And then the biggest thing.
I can't remember what type.
Biggest thing with different
it's
code.
American spelling too.
Oh yeah, of course. Don't get me started on that, Neil.
Like censor, every time I have to censor text, I always get stuck.
Oh, yeah.
I got in trouble when I was volunteering at the neighbourhood centre. I kept running at the American way because I was female. According to me, I had to run the Australian way.
What is the Australian way? Sometimes it's the American way, sometimes it's the English way. Like, this goes deep, guys, okay?
Yeah,
Of how, it depends on how it feels like. Oh, some words
they wanted me to write the spell the neighbourhood centre because they're running it the American way.
This it goes deep. Like, sometimes some places want you to write it the American way and some places don't. Write the English way, and it's just like, why? It's orange. Also, it probably depends on what part of Australia you come from. I forgot what I was going to say before. Yeah. Here you go, bear. Here's dinner. Good bear. Ah, let's call you the beast. Why not? Let's initiate you into the game.
I'm gonna
Look at bear go. Yeah, I feel like when it comes to like learning different code languages, that's what I was trying to say before. The thing is it's about learning the phasing. Basically, you know, different like phasing or punctuation of it. Basically, it's not really too much more learn. Like, I can definitely see when people say it's not that once you learn one, it's not that hard to change to a different one. I think a problem like one of the guys that teaching us the guy that's teaching us the coding was like, oh, saying he was in like 5 or something at the same time. It's like, yeah, I can definitely understand how that gets into a mess. Imagine like trying to remember all of that different code, basically. Coding, phasing, and everything like that. Like, it's so annoying. Oh, sleepy times it is. Oh, bears about. That was helpful light? Yeah, they seem alright. Puppy dancing! Oh, helpful might not be alright. Helpful, get in there. What else do we want out of here? I don't know how we get the other two. Maybe it's some achievements I haven't done yet. Yeah, you know, there's like some things out in life, it's how it goes. Oh yeah, then we're gonna have to learn out of blue how to do maybe the next one with that coding one. I'm gonna do a winner or just getting it moving. Be interesting to do that one. Let's see where it goes. Don't know why some of them must be fixated on you knowing like older code. Like, yeah, it's good to know this older code, but you do need just to learn. Yeah, just put the effort in learning a coding language. Just because I know one coding language that may be older than the other one does not make me any better at that other coding language because I don't know it. Okay? The only way it makes me better at that other coding language is the fact that you learned it, you know? You went for the effort of learning that coding language. Well, what are you guys doing over here, buddy? Paddling hard, man. Hardcore. Boy, that can be misinterpreted. Got some dirt. Pretty cool this looking. Now let's like respect games are way different from board games is because I feel like with games there's so many possibilities. And like I said before, like I do a lot more reading in board games, and I don't. That's with big reason I don't like board games because I don't understand the rules because I can't read the rules, and that makes my experience with them terrible. You know, I might as well stick with I guess I might as well stick with the first ID. And see where we'll go. I gotta continue on with that. Making those cards. You know what? Be excited just to make those cards. No, yin paint where it shouldn't be yin paint. Is that what?
I tried the modeling paste and realised it was.
Oh. Oh well, you live and you learn.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you can have those experiences. Oh, sorry, buddy. I was not meant to wake you up. Look at the purple bear has. Bear's like really going into the purple. They're like stuck pink. I don't like pink. Goose, you look alright, dude. You're not stuck in there, buddy. Are you? Goose is not having a great time. I will get you this. Oh, there's meant to be. Hopefully.
Just trying to wipe it off.
Oh, yeah.
Hitting it back on the thing with the paper. Put it off.
I think it was Goose, the one I was meant to turn into an adult. I was a lot into adult age. Whoops. Oh, mine's been helpful. Oh, you nifty's adult too. Wow, I'm really slack on getting these dogs to bleed, am I? I'm like, oh, I haven't done much bleeding. Yeah, I'm slack on the job. Better do this before one of them cocks it. Oh, first comment. Congratulations. You still always put something in the comments in the first part of the video, but then, you know, got really lazy and not do that. Is how it went. You know, I really like this bush looking gleam, like this that nice gleam that looks like it'd be like a nature gleam you use in a nature painting or just something you pull out of nature, you know? I mean, pretty much Nifty the dog that has those color variations were camouflaging into the floor. Pretty much building camouflage. You know what? I'm gonna have biases. I'm gonna go for this color. Look at it. I like the green color. You know what? We can go full green, maybe. I don't know. Or maybe, you know what? I want this green. They're really mean, judging the doggies on their appearance. I guess we do it all the time. This game can get glim. When it wants to, you know. Although I wouldn't mind exploring like a generic old thing one like this as well. This is like one genre of game that I would like to develop in as well. Or make a game for this genre game. Just play around with generics in a way that's not like real serious, but cool and interesting still. And semi-serious. That's the point sometimes, or at least how I like to design is like, I want it to be cool and somewhat serious, but not full on serious. I'm getting brown back in. And we go with the brown, I guess it came back in here. Starting to get patterns on it now. On the dogs. I don't know if they camouflage in more or less. That's true question. Oh wow, they're getting that brown and gold on them. might go for the smaller dog. But I don't think I really need a smaller dog. I can't remember the achievements that I don't have. Go this one. And little green bugger. Little bugger and big bugger. Pretty much how it's going. These two. They're right next to each other. At least this week my internet's working. Last week was just a total disaster. You seen like was live seen me live blah. Seen me live last week. Like I'm not gonna these words messed up the second time. Going on for a walk. A bushwalk. I pretty much went on a bushwalk today. It was not great. Because like the train station is closed, and you know, it wouldn't be 10 times easier if that train station was open. But the fact that it was closed, and the bus station outside of it was closed too, and then they made me go for a bushwalk, literally. At least it was a nicer car-dependent area I find myself into. We're going for the dark green. I feel like they will have camouflage, you know, into the bushes. They're bush dog. Really, they got their building camouflage. You won't be able to find them until you're on top of them. I'm pretty sure the dog's friendly. Most of them are fairly friendly. Most of them just want to live their little dog lives. Oh yeah, we still got one more to go. Which one did we not miss out? The only one that wasn't green. Let's go with Nifty again. Dude, look at this natural camouflage into the bushlands. Go there and here. Go there. See what that leads us. God. I was sitting down for a long period of time at one point, and I started to draw the art stuff, like we have for like Steam and all that, for one coffee at a time. So I did make out sketches for that one because I feel like, you know, that one is really, as I said this before, just having me make it. And it already knows what it needs to be and where it needs to go. I don't know, I feel like I wouldn't be able to fully explain it to some, I don't know, maybe I should try and explain it to someone in like game development one day. It's just like, this game really made itself. I was just there for the ride. I was just the one putting it all together. It basically told me every path that I needed to go down to. And like, I'm like that What's Outside didn't have that. Even Unknown Dragon didn't have it. It's like such a unique experience, and I feel like when it comes to like game designers, like I don't think any other game, maybe maybe there'd be another game with that experience, but I feel like it won't be to that extent. Like, it was really cool. Still make it too, like. We like this documenting the whole journey as well. You know, over the yeah, that's been the most like reliable thing I've kept up. You know, I missed a week or two one point, but you know, it's still really good. It's just being able to keep that up. Next time I make, I'm gonna do that too, the weekly like update. Well, it's like so nice. Even still weekly updates on that one, probably, if I can. But soon it comes to a point where you're not building the bulk of the game anymore. You're starting to build the game to the point where you add things in. Just to, I guess, you're not building the main game. You're now, it's soon up to the point where I build, like, the extra stuff that gets added into the game, I guess. I did a similar thing with What's Outside, was that I had, like, a first version of the basic gameplay and everything like that. And then I added, like, more stuff into it eventually, like more enemies and more power-ups as well. And more bosses as well. Bosses is actually something I think I added in later. Would have been as well. I don't know. I can't remember. It's been too long. Speaking of which, you guys can wishlist What's Outside and play the demo for it on Steam. Like right now. Hopefully, you know, I want to get What's Outside at least out to the point where out, you know, sometime this year. I'm working on like a Willy's update. You know, that's a foolish move or not, but you know, like I wanted it to be like the plan was the next update was to be released on Steam. And then like fix anything majorly well, but with that one, major problems don't really like come out. The real bigger problem at the moment is some physics stuff that end up getting broken through like update of the engine changes. Oh, hello. I can't pat them. This is like so sad. You guys get what I mean? Like this is the saddest thing ever. Oh. Two different colored dogs. Like this one wanted to be a brown body and this one wants to be a green body. Yeah, no. And this one's like all green. That's what they like. Yeah, I was just thinking also like I could likely revisit our genres of the games as well. So we could one day make another like one that revolves around cooking. Because I at least got like 2 farm ones down the pipeline I would like to do. Can't guarantee them, but you know, at least 2 farm-based ones. So straight up like, you know, farming has a big thing in it. Be part of the gameplay in a way. Sum that up. And there's like some like, eventually one day, you know, one would be cool is making one pilot one or something like that. I was thinking to a pilot game. You guys, spoilers and possibilities. And then, like I said, a little bit a while back, one that's set in like the Australian, or specifically, Nicholas Woods. I believe the full name for the area, or type of area. Looking at that would be really cool. It's like that old like type of Western mix combined with that. Oh, it's gone down 0. Oh, good boy. They're all connected. Bad phone. Every single time. Actually, no. I leave it on every single time. So, I just give it fading for 5 seconds and it's just like, no. At least I don't have to say that every single time I'll just leave you on. It's just like, nope. I make noise. What? I'm trying to... Oh, yeah. I'm like, I'm trying to catch his dog. And it's like, nope, I'm just clicking on them. These poor buggers look like I've done something to them, okay? I have not been that cool to them, alright? I have not. I feel like this really looks like I've been so cool to this poor bugger. Be nice, okay? Oh yeah, I just realized too, like looking through my videos, I still got like more Stardew Valley and another demo for a game hanging about. Like, now I've recorded videos, and now I'm slack on the thumbnail. I gotta make sure I do at least Stardew Valley. I gotta remember what happened in that Stardew Valley episode. It's episode 2. Yeah, of course it's like a week ago. This memory works like a charm. Though I do want to get that one quite productive. I do. Where I can see if I can do like 2 times a week, so then like, you know, you guys get some video content and I can actually get through the game faster as well. And because, well, Stardew Valley is addicting. Addictive, you know. Okay, you know, that's the reason why there's like 4 parts recorded. Someone really wants to play Stardew Valley, you know. Even that one, I don't feel like really editing it, so I'm gonna have slow gameplay, and that's what I mean by like I really wanna, you know, play it. A little bit to see how it goes. So that one, I specifically chose that one too because it is going to be easy to find thumbnails within the video. Biggest problem is something like Boom Way Foo, it's the reason why I sometimes go lazy on the thumbnails on that one. Oh, the ghost scared you, poor buddy. Okay, mate. It's okay. Bear's having a nice nap. Yeah, I feel like with that one it'd be easy to find the thumbnails. If I remember what happened in this episode, we'd be sad. Also want to be in the people of that type of video too. I feel like it's kind of annoying too. Like I don't want to be people need more the indie games, and it's like I feel like it's sometimes I feel like it's more artificial that way, where the video games get more attention. Could have been, I don't know. I guess it kind of is. It's not wrong. You just gotta find like the people and get in those loops. I feel like that's what I'm saying. Like it feels like really hard with you gotta be in the loop of indie games to really like understand like, oh, what's the indie games of the week or whatever, or the indie games that are out and all that. And sometimes with people who are just like, oh, just in the loop with bigger games, and feel like they aren't. And it's hard to vibe with those type of people, or talk to those type of people who just know the big boys. Because like pretty much these days I know the big ones at this point. Poor Nifty is just like, you alright, dude? You're releasing your anger around that little bit of food. Fair enough, you know. There's a Mitt. Oh, Mitt's turn orange. I understand it, dude. I understand your frustrations in the Mitt. I mean, not Mitt, Nifty. Like, that thing is like, threw you into the tree, and then it brought you back out of there, and it threw you into the wall. Like, I can understand his frustrations, you know. Take it out on something. As long as it's not gonna drastically break something and cost you a fortune, I guess. I guess it won't really cost them a fortune. That's the most important part, as long as it's not gonna cost you a small fortune for knocking at your anger on something. Or, you know, don't be a dick too. Don't knock your anger at someone else that doesn't wanna, like, don't be mean, don't be a dick, basically, in other words, it comes down to. Like, if someone wants to listen to your situation, your problems, fair enough, but force someone to do that kind of stuff. feel like sometimes, yeah. Doesn't feel like I was one in the holes. Oh yeah, I got half a dog. I finally finished the paws of my little kelpie. I'm currently in the middle of the crochet. Been a bit slow on that one. So now I can make one in one day. Multiple one day actually. Never really just stick to it. I really like that too. Like, it's really nice one to just like have at your computer or just have anywhere where you can just pick up and do and like, you know, watch a video and do some work on it. Like if you need a break, I still actually do that. Like a work break, even like if that's what you specifically should try to learn it for that work break experience. It's really good. And just like in general, like you can go and really like, whoa, look at the black dog. Yeah, no way I'm gonna make that sound not weird. Get them around. God. Queenslanders will be happy about these that coloration. Actually they would be too, especially this one, the red and yellow. Wow, we're really getting some colorations in these buggers. They're just going for a lot of things, you know. Go with this coloration. I wouldn't even know who are the parents of these dogs, okay? They're just going so far away from their parents. They're like, stuff. We don't want to look like our parents. Oh, this one's still got the grey, like grey and black, rather than just having a dark color. You know what I mean? Wow, okay. I feel like these ones starting to get the... It has a bit of a wet. You guys alright? Yeah, I feel like that one's very, like, dark brown. I feel like all of them are very dark brown. Slightly reddish brown that's very dark brown. Look at it, like, I don't know if you guys can tell, it looks like a black, but it's a red, but it's brown that's very dark. Not like a proper dark red, it's still got brown in it. You guys get what I mean or not? Or do I just sound like I'm mad? See how it's starting to turn that red brown again? It's got more red in it. All these buggers do. You know what, let's go with... Oh yeah. I'm like, why is it not selecting? That's why. Mine's a bit technically around the selection, I guess, in a way too. See how it's got, you guys get what I mean? Like how it's got that slight wet tint to it? Look. It's a warmer black, that's probably how you can tell. See, that's more lighter now. Look at these wild buggers. Party dogs. Having a great time, you know. Have to have some of my Easter eggs after I'm done here. I say Easter eggs is a bag of chocolate, you know. I was trying to have a bit of a look yesterday if there's like any fancy ones. There weren't really many fancy Easter eggs left. Kind of sad. I don't know, you know, I didn't have many fancy Easter eggs this year, but I guess it's next year's thing. Well, you know, maybe there's might be some left over, you know. And if there's some left over, then it's meant to be, you know, meant to have some more fancy ones. Yeah, my sibling, I think, was the only person who really bought me fancy eggs. No more fancy than just plain cocky eggs. Plain cuddly cocky eggs. Oh, I guess I've said that, what they are. Yeah, I got myself another packet of those, like, the Snape. And my sibling one. That's their Easter present. I don't know, sometimes... Last year I didn't have very many of those plain Cavalier eggs. But sometimes, you know, it feels like you want those plain Cavalier. I don't really think I've gotten... I might have got one, like, hazelnut rabbit, but I don't really think I've really got hazelnut rabbits this year. Last year I'm pretty sure I got a lot of them. I don't really think, like I said, I don't really think I got that many. Oh no, I think I got bought, I might have got bought a hazelnut. I didn't actually buy one myself, I don't think. I don't know, actually no, I would have bought it myself, the hazelnut web. At one point. I think I bought one for $6, which is still expensive for hazelnut rabbit. But like when it comes to the smaller rabbits, that's the one I really like and is worth like the skinny fancy. Oh, okay. Dog, why are you so angry, man? Who upset at you? Who hurt you, man? We'll find them and revenge them all. I'm pretty sure there's a whole gang who's watching right now who probably will do that. This can get dark. Okay, we don't want to hurt. You don't want to go too extreme with this up the hill. Type of stuff, man. Feel like we're stepping too far. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to. Oh crap. I'm in an awkward position because I'm gonna have to get milk probably tomorrow. I have milk for the weekend because I got clearance milk once again, and you know it's still even running low. It doesn't really matter if it's clearance or not. So I'm running low on milk. Ready, stamp. Right, you know. Which one do we desire? Guess this one, maybe? Good old little kid doggies. Yeah, melt you away. It's really cool just watching them all. See what mysteries they get up to. They're good AI, I guess. My pets, my AI pets. I just realized I left like the texting message on my phone, like, yeah, that's a good way to know if someone's text back to you or not. Leave that up. Okay, you guys up to something? Guess you do you, I guess. I don't know where we go with this. They're all wrestling each other. Look at them. Seeing who's the top dog, you know? You gotta make sure you figure out the hierarchy of top dog. How are my planties going? Hopefully, you know, I'm gonna keep them somewhat stable with water. And see how they go. You know? It's like the hardest thing I find with when you're growing the plants inside is that I feel like it comes more down to like knowledge and experience growing them healthily inside. I am more experienced in growing plants outside. They're going alright, but I'm not really going the best, and I have to like. I knew at one point I did accept that, but you know what? They really couldn't go anywhere else, so they had to come along. I couldn't leave them at their hole because they probably would actually end up probably being more danger with the bigger they get. And the size they are, you know, they're not gonna really like be big anytime soon. Like my little dude is small. I might get like, I'm thinking of getting like another little small one as well. Add to the gang. You know, like, so then get a third thing in line. I have a problem, okay? Don't blame me. I've got to see if the garden place I've volunteered for wants finger line too. I'll give them a small finger line. I think just have a go wild. I'll give them a small red one. Apparently not hinting at anything. I feel like, you know, yesterday I was wearing a lot of blue and I was thinking, a lot of people are going to think blue is my favorite color. Yeah. I like blue, but you know, I'm not like so big on it. And blue is always a nice, especially for the skyline. What you can do with blue is always a thing. I feel like all shades of blue always look cool. You know, blue is just one of those colors where it's like, even like all of its different shades, like it will rarely look bad. You know what I mean? I feel like there's some like colors that you know have the bad colors. What? Okay. Here you go, dog. Probably should have not gave that to dog. But oh well, maybe you pass on. They were next door to it. Wow, did they recently add that? They could have. The fact I haven't encountered it. Look how many times my dogs bloody dig holes, dude. Like how this one's kind of like the burnt biscuits. Like you don't even, you know, don't even comprehend that they're there. If you know what I mean, this is like, oh yeah, that's blinked out. No, actually, it's a thing. Which is kind of insane. I just gave them turf. I feel really mean. I feel like that's worse than the dirt. Probably like plastic, let's be honest. Like, oh my god. Well, now I'm gonna make you guys hate me. Gonna pet the little doggy. Petting the dog. Oh my god. Oliver's is having the time of their life here. This is the party room tonight, man. Look at this. Party room. Party room. Let's have some nice, like, really good gameplay at the world at the moment with oxygen not included, which has been nice. It's like one of the furthest points I've reached in the game. And probably some of the biggest problems is still in it is probably power and metal. But you know, like the water system I really got going. It really keeps on going. Then also gets to a point where you have to make sure things get cooled down as well, I feel like.